as the tribe emerges from the dark, wet jungle. The tribe knows not what it will see. Bing! A dude on a moped without his helmet on. That's dangerous, man. What is happening, tribe? Just wanted to make a quick little video from the cockpit of my Ford 500 automobile explaining the difference between time-lapse and stop motion. But before we get into that, I also wanted to say hello and welcome to all of you new tribe members. Recently the channel has been growing. The channel, the jungle. Don't ever call it the channel, Kalani. Step into my office. Oh yes, how may I help you, Mr. Kalani? I'm sorry, Kalani, but we're gonna have to let you go. You're fired. Howdy! Hi, we're back. Yeah, we're not firing you. We're gonna rehire you. You're a decent asset to the jungle. Okay, back to reality. Thank you guys, all the new tribe members. I don't know where you guys are coming from, but you seem to be emerging from the jungle, and since we've been planting a lot lately, there's ample room in the jungle for everyone. Hands off the hula girls, though. Whatever. You can put your hands on them. Just watch out, because you might draw back a stump. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, I love you very much. Want to add that too. Sorry, I'm kind of fixated on the dude on the moped. It's scary riding behind or driving behind mopeds because you don't know when they're gonna frickin' just abruptly stop and you're gonna plow over him and turn him into a little pile of human flesh and plastic and cast metal pieces from China. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather let the dude live. Anyways, time-lapse versus stop motion. There seems to be a little bit of misconception between the two, and I would like to clarify the difference. So the last video I put up called Tiny Time-Lapse, wait, is this music too loud? Let's turn this down a little bit. The last video I put up called Tiny Time-Lapse was in fact a time-lapse, whereas a lot of people think it's stop motion. It's not. And the difference is, stop motion is when you have inanimate objects in front of the camera's lens and you slowly manipulate them, take the human factor out of the image, take one shot, move the, say it's a little toy car, move it another half an inch, move your hands out of the shot, take another picture, repeat that process 1,000 times, and then when you play it back on a 24p or 30p or whatever timeline you create, you'll essentially create the effect of motion. A good example of time-lapse, or I'm sorry, stop motion is Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas. That was insanely well done stop motion, just incredible. I don't even know how they can possibly even do it. That's one thing I don't know. The second thing is, like, when they leave the set every day at the end of the day, whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. at night, and they mark the set as like a hot set, that's a term they use to not touch a single thing because the set is still in use. And if you move anything at all, it's just gonna ruin life for everyone. It must be freaky working on a production like that, say in like a earthquake-prone area. That would suck. You have like a multi-million-dollar set all rigged up and just ready to execute the next scene, and there's a little tremor. Then when you watch the movie, there's like a few frames, it's all jacked up. I guess they'd cut around it, but whatever. So that's stop motion. Time-lapse, on the other hand, is life is happening in front of you. Like this dude on the moped, he's going, and I'm behind him on a motorcycle with a GoPro or whatever camera I'm using for time-lapse, and I set the camera to take a picture at a certain set interval, like 1 second or 2 seconds or 5 seconds, and do that for a set duration. So 20 minutes of following this guy with 5-second intervals between the photos played back on like a 24 or 30p timeline would play back in like a second, because you're taking one photo every 5 seconds. You imagine right now, one photo, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, another photo. And so a lot of distance is traveled. And that's why sometimes when you play back larger intervals where the camera is moving too quickly, it can look like stop motion, you know, it kind of can create that effect, but it's still a time lapse. Anyways, I just wanted to clarify that. I don't know, it's maybe that information is helpful to some people, maybe it isn't. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I hope to make more soon. And yeah, stay tuned. The jungle, what a fun place to be. Oh my gosh, double din, CD, drive, dive.